Hey, I'm Andy from VideoGameExperiment.com. I am the founder, web developer, and most pertinent to this episode of VGX on the Hunt, the very first VGX on the Hunt that I can add. I am the lead shopper for VGX. That means I shop eBay online all over the place, even retail, flea markets, garage sales, anywhere there's games and I can get a good deal. I am there picking it up for you guys. With your donations, you help us. This is what we can do for you. Today, we were going to look at eBay and some of the techniques that we use.
Okay, let's get started. First things first, I kind of want to talk about our methodology on eBay. We use a two-prong attack. First, the first way we go about it is the newly listed game. Sometimes buy it nows on newly listed games are incredible values. A lot of times sellers do not know what they have. They'll overcharge for one game that they have, and then a $50 game they'll sell for $5. So if you are on eBay, that is a good place to check. But let me tell you this: they are gone immediately if it's that great a deal. So keep your eyes open and strike quick. But in this video, we are going to look at the ending soon listings, probably the most common uses for eBay. This is what everybody uses it for. Probably looking down the last few seconds of a listing, sweat dripping from your face, all that. Not so much for us. We just kind of find the best deals that we can do. We throw a bid in, the most that we can do, and that's pretty much it. If we get them, we get them. If not, if we don't. That's as simple as that. So let's look at today's listings just to start out. One thing you might notice is there is a ton of junk. You better have some tall boots if you want to walk through eBay. Looking at this, you can tell the Mystery of Nautilus. Probably a pretty bad PC puzzle game. There are a ton of those things, $9.99 at Walmart, almost a whole aisle of those things. And of course, you got the same stuff kind of crossing into Nintendo DS and Wii titles. There is a lot of junk out there. So you got to look out for that. We are going to go down Curse. That looks like an interesting game, actually. Not sure what it means. Logic Puzzles looks like a ripoff of Incredible Machine. I feel bad about that. What do we got? Yeast 2, 1 and 2. Ease, sorry. I always mispronounce that. Ease 1 and 2 Chronicles. If you have the American version, the NTSC, North American version, it is worth a good amount. The import, I have no idea. I would doubt it's worth $63 though, because you could get the real one, or the English one, for much cheaper than that. Pit Fighter. So now these are all ended. Ooh, here is a good one. Ju-On, The Grudge. That is a horror game. It's very hard to find for the Wii. If you find it, you should pick it up. $20 seems pretty cheap. Last time I remember looking at what that thing is worth, it's around $40. I could be wrong, it might have gone down since then. But let's look at listings that are happening now. Okay, what I like to do is kind of skip the ones that are in the last seconds, because you make some bad decisions when you're on the clock, kind of. So let's look at a couple minutes. Let's see here. Tomb Raider, Remember Me. Boy, that's dropped. That just came out. It's probably about a year now, I suppose, but Meg 386. See, now this game is absolutely worthless now. These servers are shut down. It's a multiplayer only game. So it is worthless. It's a coaster. Nobody should be buying that for not even a penny. Don't waste your money. Now, Super Nintendo games, you cannot find a Super Nintendo game for under $5. It seems like even look at this World Cup Soccer or World Soccer '94. It it is an Atlas game, which could command it's an Atlas bump to every game that they're on. But I don't think that really matters on that game. Let's see, hoops. That's awesome. Look at that '90s graffiti in the background. That's great. 80s, I suppose. And of course that nasty discoloration on Nintendo games. Super Star Wars, $15 is a little bit too much for that. Only at Walmart for the Arkham City. Huh. Only at Walmart. It must be some DLC, I'm sure, just like every other place. Only on Amazon and GameStop and Best Buy and wherever else. That stuff's a little ridiculous. No pretty good reason I like my retro games. Sled and Shred, featuring the Jamaican bobsled team. I love it. I gotta check that out. That's kind of racist. I don't know. I mean, sure, Jamaican is pretty Rasta, but make a game out of it. They gotta get paid, I guess. Super Troll Island. That one is rather hard to find, but it's not worth that much. And remember, we're trying to find things that we can get a good deal on and provide to you as either a rental or you can purchase for a better, a pretty good deal. It is going to be more than what we pay for it. If it was a straight trade-off, you give us money to buy stuff and then you pay for the same thing that we pay, it really doesn't help us grow. And that's kind of the whole point here. We started off with pretty much nothing. It started with my collection, maybe like 50 games, and since the last 5 years, we were able to grow that into thousands and thousands of games, just based on this techniques and shopping, and of course, our members' support. Oh man, that's just a picture. It looked like pretty nasty disc there. Over the Hedge, a lot of PS2 stuff, and see now we're 2 seconds in. I'm usually pretty quick about this stuff. Just kind of going through this with you guys. Let's reset the page and maybe do a little bit more before we call it today. Just kind of messing around today. I'm not really paying attention too much on what we got going on here. Air Fortress, that's kind of cool. Reminds me of the SimCity 2000, forget what those things were called. It was pretty much the end game buildings there. Fire Emblem. Okay, now this one could be a pretty decent thing. Let us bid on this. Let's do $21.99. Oh, and here we go. A couple bids, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and it's ours for $16.49. That's $17.49. Somebody got a bid in right at the end there. Pretty good.
And that'll just about do it. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe because we are going to do more of these videos. And it's not going to be just online. We are going to be out and about at pawn shops, thrift stores. We take trips that are thousands of miles, road trips, take the whole weekend, whatever. And we try and find some games to add to the website for you guys to rent for free. Remember, renting is free. And great deals on purchasing too. So, be sure to catch up with us after that. Bye.